Hello everybody, this is Michelle Litwiller with Owl Star Stampers. It is Wednesday, October 23rd, and I am here for your weekly Facebook Live. If you're watching the replay, thanks for joining me. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you as well. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, or liked my Facebook page. I am going to share this on my page, and I'm going to turn down my volume so we don't hear those dings. Hi, Karen. Hello. I thought I saw somebody else say hi, but it's gone now. Okay. We have a few people join us. Mickey, hi. Chrissy, Linda, hello. Hi, ladies, and gentlemen, if there are any out there. Okay, so tonight I grabbed a stamp set that we're going to be using that carried over from our catalog last year. So I hope you enjoy these. We're going to make 2 cards, and I'm going to be using a stamp set that's on the stamp sale. Did you see that Stampin' Up! Is having a flash sale today? They have a bunch of stamp sets, some really, really good ones. I counted, I own like 34 of them already. So there are some really good stamps on there. They're 15% off, and it ends tonight at 11:50 p.m. So I think that's Mountain Time. But you're going to want to check it out. And anyway, one of the stamps that I grabbed is on that sale. If you don't already own it, we're going to be using the Dashing Deer tonight. And I have 2 awesome cards to show you. So thank you for joining me, everyone. And those of you that have shared it, I appreciate that. So all your friends can come and watch us also. So we're going to be using this stamp set. This stamp set is, again, 15% off. This stamp set also has some coordinating dies. Let me show you them while other people are finding us. They're the Detailed Deer Thinlet dies. And inside of here, you get this one. This one cuts out this deer right here, that image. And then this deer cuts out this one. And this die cuts out that one. And then you also get, can you see these little flowers and stuff? So it comes with quite a few dies in this set. And I am using this set tonight as well. So we're going to make some pretty cards with this. Okay, I see lots of you on here, so we're going to get started. If you do shop the online sale tonight, still before you head to bed, here's the host code for October. And I always love to send thank you gifts and cards with those online orders that have that code. If your order is under $150, use that code. If not, then you want to use your host reward. You get host rewards. So there is the code. Okay, let's get started. All right, we're also going to be using this ink pad. Have you guys ordered this yet or used it? It is beautiful. It's they come in gold, silver, and copper. And these have been on back order, but they're off now, so you can order them. And I got all the colors. And make sure you grab the refill, so then this ink pad will last you pretty much forever. Unless you use it a ton, then, But the refills I always recommend with your ink pads. So we're going to be using the gold one today. And again, they're off back order now, and they stamp really well. It's a pigment ink, so once you stamp it, you need to let it dry. But then you're going to see how beautiful that stamps. I'm also using the Wrapped in Plaid Specialty Designer Series paper. And this paper is so pretty. You get a ton of it, and it has gold in it, so that's why I grabbed my gold ink pad. But do you see the really beautiful colors and patterns? And then the back of it is just some fun prints as well. Like there's Christmas stockings and holly berries and polka dots and Christmas trees and pine cones, stripes, some reindeer, some more polka dots and stripes. So this is a great pack of paper that you can use outside of Christmas as well for, you know, just, I mean, some of these can be used for other things. So it's very, very pretty anyway. So you need the paper as well. So that's the paper we're using, and I have Night of Navy. So let's start with the Night of Navy right here. And this is just a half sheet of paper. It's 4 1/4 by 11, and we're gonna score it at 5 1/2. So I have my new paper trimmer here, and I really do love it. If you're a demonstrator, you can get it now, and it will be available November 1st to everyone else. So I just scored that in half, and there is our card like that. Okay, I already went ahead and I pre-cut this piece of the plaid paper with the gold. So this has Night of Navy and Shaded Spruce in this piece, and then the gold. And this is 4 by 3. And then I have a piece of gold, our gold foil. This comes in 12 by 12 sheets, and I cut this down to 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. Now, if you want to save your paper, what you can do is, because on my next card, I'm going to show you, we're going to be using this deer that I die cut. You could technically, if you're careful, cut this out in the center, and then this will cover up where you cut it out. If you're like really careful about saving things. I didn't do that, but you can do that if you want. So we're gonna layer these together. I'm also going to be showing you some items that are coming out for November only. That is like a specialty little thing. So this is gonna go on here, just like this. We're just layering these up. And then we're going to put some dimensionals on the back. So in the corners, one on each corner, that will keep this propped up nice and good. And then we're going to do some stamping now with our stamp set. Oh, I see Karen says it's gorgeous. It is. Whether she's talking about the paper, that was the last thing I was showing. So now we're just going to attach this down like this. So the camera just does not pick up how pretty it is. I always post pictures on my blog, usually the night of my video goes live. So you can always see pictures there of these projects that we make. So now I have a piece of Whisper White, and I have my deer stamp right here. And I'm going to just ink that up with some navy ink. If you're just joining me, thank you for joining me tonight. I appreciate you. Hi, Sally. Hi, Arlene. Hi, Carol. Thanks, Elizabeth, for sharing. I appreciate it. Okay, so I just inked up this with the Night of Navy ink. I don't know why I didn't show you that. And I'm just stamping this on here. So do you see how this stamp has like that detail in it? That is in the stamp. So when you stamp it, it automatically does that for you. It's super cool, and it's very pretty and elegant looking. So I stamped that in Night of Navy ink, and then you can take those dies and run it through your die cutting machine, and which they're in here, and I already have it. It will come out looking like this. So there's a few little pieces stuck in the antler, so I'm just going to pop those out. Easy. So here is our deer now. So we're going to put him or her right here, just like this. And I'm just going to put this deer down flat. Just over here, kind of on the side of our card, just like that. Okay, now we need a sentiment. So I have a 3/4 inch strip of Whisper White, and we're going to use this special ink. And I'm going to clean off my stamp with my chamois. So my chamois is very well loved. This, you just put it on water and it cleans your stamps really good. Mine was completely dried out a few hours ago, and I think it took about 4 minutes to get it rehydrated. Okay, so now it's nice and clean, and we can get our words. And I'm using the words, I'll show you, right here. It says, happiest Christmas wishes. So that's the one I'm going to use for my card. So the thing with our stamp pads is this one is foam. You can see on the side, it's very squishy. So I'm going to lightly tap this in. I'm not going to like press super hard, because if you press very hard, you see this acrylic block, this whole side is going to get ink all over it. And not only are you going to have a big mess on your block to clean up, but you're going to be wasting your ink. So you can just gently tap, 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 turn it over. It's not fully covered, so I'm going to tap it a few more times. Maybe giving it slightly more pressure, but I'm not like pressing super, super hard. And then I can turn it over and see that my stamp is now completely inked up, and I don't have ink all over the block. So sometimes I think we get so excited, or I know when I first started stamping, I would just like press super hard. And our old linen pads, you could do that and it was not a big deal. But with these new pads and like the foam ones, you don't have to press super hard. So anyway, there's my little tip for tonight. So now I'm just centering this and lining it up. And the reason why my stickers aren't on here is because this is not the cling mount. This is again a set I got last year. You can't see how beautiful this is in real life. It is like so amazing. It's so pretty. So because this is a pigment ink, you need to let it sit and dry for a second and don't touch it or it will smear. So just be a little patient. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim the ends down a little bit with my scissors. So I'm going to grab my snips right here, and we're just going to carefully cut this like right here. Like I'm just going to cut it like this, kind of like just straight up. Okay, and then I'm turning it and I'm going to grab it here by this end so I don't get the ink on there, because I can tell it's still wet. You can just grab a heat tool too and dry it if you're in a hurry. So there is that sentiment. And I'm going to put this on with a dimensional. So I'm going to carefully flip it over and put a dimensional on each side. And I'm using the edges of my dimensionals because this sheet is almost gone. And then I'm going to show you some pretty new glitter dots that are coming out in November. So now we're going to just attach this kind of like here. Again, mine is not dry, so kind of like that. So in November, I normally don't show like a lot of sneak peeks, but we have, it's like a suite of products coming out, and you can buy everything separately. There's a bundle and some beautiful paper and some embellishments that you can get. And this is one of the embellishments, these gold enamel glitter dots. And so I just thought these would be the perfect accent for this card. So I'm going to add a few of these onto my card. And we have some in the front of our catalog, that are red and green that are really pretty too. So these are very similar to those, but they're just gold. So that's kind of fun. So here's our card. What do you think? It's, again, I'll take a picture so you can see the gold and how pretty it is, but it ties in with the gold in the background. Here's another one I did, and I added a few more dots onto the tag there. So there's one card. Let me know what you think if you like this. Again, very easy to recreate, and you could change this with any of the plaid papers or any of the designer papers and the colors that coordinate. So that's why I love Stampin' Up! Is that they make it so easy. Again, I looked at the plaid paper. I saw that it was Night of Navy, and there's gold, and boom. I just grabbed some coordinating cardstock and supplies, and this again is the gold foil. It comes in 12 by 12 sheets, and you get 2 of them. Okay, now we're gonna make one more card using this same stamp set. So I have, let me clean up a little bit. I have a piece of Night of Navy again, and this is 4 1/4 by 11. So this is the same size. This is the other side of that card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to score that at 5 1/2. So this is your score mark, the light gray. So I'm just going to go across that a few times. And here. So this is the same card as this. So if these were opened up, this is one sheet of cardstock. So you see I just cut it in half. And then you score it in the middle, and then you can make 2 cards. But with this one, we're going to do something different. And if you follow me or watch me, you're going to know that I love to do this type of card. So we're actually going to cut the front in half and make kind of a different fun card. So half of the 5 1/2 is 2 3/4. So I'm just lining this up, and we're going to cut that off. So it's like this, and we're going to use this piece across here like this. So I grabbed this piece from that wrapped in plaid. This has the navy, the shaded spruce, and I believe it's cherry cobbler, and then the gold. So I thought this was really pretty. And we're gonna cut 2 pieces to layer on here. So we need them to be, I like a 1/4 inch border most of the time. So we need this to be 4 inches by 2 1/2. So let's go to 4, and we'll cut that. And then we need 2 1/2 and another 2 1/2. So 2 1/2 and 2 1/2. Today I got home from work, and my friend Karen came over. She helps me prep for a lot of my classes and different events and stuff like that. She's awesome. I love her. And anyway, she came over, and this Saturday I have a one day 12-hour retreat. And it actually, my location got moved to Lansing, which is about 55 minutes away from where I live. And long story, anyway, she helped me, and we got the pillow gifts all finished. We got all the make and takes prepped. It was awesome. We were so productive tonight. She was here for 4 hours, and we cranked out so much. It's so much more fun to do that with friends. So I hope that you guys all have fun crafting friends or sisters or someone that you can do that with. Kids. So there's the one piece, and then this piece is going to come over here like this. And speaking of that, I am super excited for this weekend because I have some super fun surprises. Me and my friend Jenny, she does it with me. We have some fun surprises for all of our guests that are able to come and craft with us this weekend. It's from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Of course, you don't have to stay that long, but you get 12 hours. So there's that. Now, we do need a piece for the inside because this is, and for the other card too. So I am going to cut the inside, actually the same size as this, which is 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. So 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So that's going to be our inside piece that we can stamp and write on. And so how I'm going to figure that out is I'm going to attach this side only with some dimensionals. So I'm going to flip this over and grab some dimensionals. And I am using the edges, so that's why they might look a little weird. See, my whole sheet is gone. I have a lot of these that look like this. I use these all the time. See, here's another one. Completely gone. Every dimensional is gone, so I'm just going to use the borders up. So they work just fine. And then look at here. I'm not kidding you when I say I love dimensionals. Here's another sheet, almost gone, and here's another sheet. So I go through them like crazy. So we're going to add this kind of just in the center, like here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to add some adhesive. And then I'm actually going to take this like here. So I'm lining it up with this piece, the front, because it's the same size. And I'm going to close it. So now it's stuck, just like that. So you can't see it from the front, but then when you open it, boom, pretty. Okay, we have our deer that I cut out with the coordinating dies in the gold foil. And I am just going to take the little piece out here. And then this deer. This one is like he's definitely dashing. We're going to grab those dimensionals and put this deer up. Just like that. And then I'm going to take the words. Maybe we'll do the same happiest Christmas wishes. Will that fit here? We'll try it. So I just have my same stamp that we use. Thanks everyone that just hopped on. It's good to see your names join on. And you can always catch the replay if you missed the beginning. So again, I'm using this ink pad. And I'm just going to stamp this on a 3/4 inch strip of Whisper White. Just like that. It almost looks like it is heat embossed, but it's just ink. It's very fun. I think I want to cut off the happiest and just have Christmas wishes. So I'm just going to freehand this and let's hope I can cut straight. Because I want it to be a little bit skinnier. Just like that. Cut this end off. Straighter. So there we have Christmas wishes. And I'm going to stick that right there with a mini glue dot because it's still wet. Remember, it's the pigment. So I'm just going to gently put a couple mini glue dots on the back on each end. And then we can put this in here like this. Tuck that in. And then I'm going to grab that gold, these that are coming out in November, and I'm going to put a little circle on the end here. Just like that. And then on the inside, I'm going to stamp this one, remembering you this season with warm thoughts in a wish for everything merry. So I have that stamp. And I'm just going to use the Night of Navy ink. I'm going to mount this. Oh, thank you, Linda. Okay, so I got this ink up really good. I'm using my little Night of Navy block. So these come in your paper pumpkin kits, and they're just really fun to have extra. So I inked it up, and I'm going to stamp this in the center, just like that. And it's a little crooked. Oh boy, I might have to fix that, but there we go. There is our card. And we can even add a few more little gold dots. Let's add a few up here. Sprinkle on a few of these. And it needs more. It needs more. I'm going to put one down here. And we'll put one over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So there's our card, Christmas Wishes. Open it up, and you can pretend like it's stamped straight. So I should have used my Stamparatus to get it. And there is your fun card for tonight. So I just wanted to show you a card using one of the stamp sets that is on our flash sale. Here is the first one if you missed it. Using the Wrapped in Plaid Designer Series paper and this stamp set and some other embellishments. So I hope you enjoyed these cards. You can let me know if you like them, or if you make a card similar or with different paper, feel free to tag me or post them on here so we can see. If you would like to order anything from the sale, here is our host code for tonight. And again, I will take some pictures of these, and they will be on my blog tonight or tomorrow morning for you to see them up close. Because this ink is really amazing. I'm so impressed with how good the quality is. And we also have some pretty gold ribbon that's coming out in November with that specialty suite. I brought some in case I wanted to use it, and then I didn't use it. But it is very pretty also. So that is something to look forward to coming very soon. All right, have a good night, have a good night, you guys. This is short and sweet, so I can go back to finalizing my retreat stuff for this weekend. I will see you next week. Bye. Have a great night.